Well, I have just a short amount of time today for a real quick hunt, but you're invited to join me. I'm Steve Okino, and you've joined us here on History in the Hand. Today, me and my digging dog, Mackie, he's ready to find metal. So we are here on the property of a hunting camp that was built on the location of a mid-1800s farmstead. The old farm foundation is over there. And I've already looked around here. I've found a number of really cool relics. So we'll see what we can dig up this afternoon. And you're invited to join us right here. So I will see you at the first hole.
Metal detecting. It's full of adventure, full of planning, for some camaraderie.
Ready, Ryan?
Oh, yeah.
It's full of elation, frustration, and even inspiration. People do it for all sorts of different reasons. Me, I just want to hold a little history in the hand.
Our first find is this beautiful 1800s cat food container. Oh my gosh, it's very rare to find one of these. All right, that goes on the junk side. Now on to the next. Well, here's the iron, and there is the high tone. Anybody who's ever detected around an old homestead will know that this is the internal frame from what was most likely a mantle clock. All the spindles for the gears and springs and works were inside here. There's another plate which we may actually find, and sometimes if they're cleaned up really well, you can actually see sometimes there's a maker's mark and a date. I don't know if we'll ever see that on this one. It's usually very finely stamped in, but it's kind of cool to find this piece of 1800s history. So that level spot right there is where the original homestead was. So we'll keep snooping around here. I'm hoping there wasn't too much excavation done when they built this modern cabin. So all right, that was the high tone here. So on to the next. Okay, we have a high tone here, but this far away from the porch of a hunting camp, there is such a high probability that it is a brass bullet casing, but we never know. No, it is not. This is definitely a portion of a harmonica reed plate, and that is, I'm going to guess, from that could go way back. That could go into the 1800s. So, you kind of just have to. This place is very close to my house, so it doesn't take me any time to just grab Mac and come up here. Good boy, Mackie. So there is an old piece of musical history. Little history right in the hand. Still in the hole, but I can see it. That is an old brass buckle. Don't know if that was, most likely, I'm just going to guess that would have been part of horse harnessing, but I don't know for sure. Looks like it's almost a little bit chromed, so who knows. But cool piece of history. All right. And it wasn't a bullet casing. On to the next. All right, got another real high tone, very clear and crisp. And that is why, oh my gosh, that is a Conestoga. That's a Conestoga wagon bell. Oh my gosh, that is perfect. Wow. That's just the clod of dirt. Unbelievable. That is gorgeous. You know, I have found many shards of these that had been broken, stepped on by horses or run over by wagons or things like that. But this one might still have the clapper inside. I think it does. I'll work on tidying that up later. But look at that. Oh, it's gorgeous. Wow. Slight imperfection in the... I don't know if this was cast or spun. I have a feeling it was turned on a lathe. I don't see any of the millings, but I wonder. Oh, that's cool. Oh, so awesome. Dig everything. Oh, I think I thought I saw something shiny. Still in the hole. Still deeper. Well, it's old, and I don't know what it is. Looks like the world's smallest horseshoe. All right, we'll keep on a-looking. I have to be careful. There could be valuable things in with iron here. Like, see, there's something. Oh my gosh. That was a whole harmonica, and I just boogered it. Wow. You know, it's kind of rare to find the wood cutouts, and there's the little brass reeds. So, I should be a little bit less barbaric in my approach. Yeah, there's so much iron. I mean, there's nails everywhere. Yeah, there's the rest of it right there. Makes me sad that I boogered it like that. So, more harmonica reeds. Reed plates, I should say. So, all right, we are finding things, even mixed up with iron. So, all right, that I've learned my lesson. Slow down a little bit, Steve. Slow down. I suspect this is going to be big iron, but yes, it is. I'm still interested because we're so close to this old... Wow, it is. It's huge. We're so close to this old homestead foundation. I'm interested what might have wound up so close by. So, might be interesting, might also just be a splitting wedge. Might also be utilitarian. And that is utilitarian. It is really cool to be here on this property. This is the hunting camp that I've been invited to be part of during the deer season here in Pennsylvania. So, not only is it a place of interest for me as a metal detector, and there being so many cool things around the property. I mean, right over there by that big maple, I found a large scent that had been punched with a hole for some reason. I'm not sure what that was. I've found several Codal bells, and then today we found that beautiful Conestoga bell. So this place is amazing. Let's keep searching, see what we can find. I got a super deep signal here, so I have dug a plug as big as the earth. Found the bottom of an old bottle. So found a little Codal Bell. That is cool. Wow, what kind of material is that? Our second horse bell. All right. That is completely nifty. A number 3. And it looks like this one did not have a little hole to be held. It looks like this is one of the ones that actually slid into a track. So I don't know what that says about its age, but I need to go back up to the car anyway to get my phone. It was out of batteries, so I plugged it in. So I'm going to go up, I'll clean this up in a mud puddle, and then we'll return. Mac knows where we go to clean out a Codal Bell. Not for you, Mackie, not for you. We will just use this toothpick and see if we can poke some of this dirt out of here. It's been in there for 100 years. I'm not sure when the house stopped being lived in and whether it burned. I have found a suspicious number of a lot of ashes, charcoal spread around here on the property. So I'm wondering if there wasn't a fire and that's what destroyed the original. I don't know if it was a cabin or a house, not sure, but the steel clapper on the inside is still in there. I guess we can use that to kind of clean things out. It's just amazing for me to consider the how much has changed in our culture, in our country, since this fell off into the dirt all those years ago. There it is. Property. 4th bell I've found on the property. Right there in the springtime is where they boil maple sap to make syrup. So it's kind of neat that on this property where there was once a homestead and a farm, there's the barn foundation over there. They're still working off the land. You can see some of the old apple trees that were originally planted here. I see something very old. Do you? That is some sort of fancy. Looks like some kind of finial. But, oh gosh, that's classy. I'm not sure what that may have been part of. I don't know the word for them, but there were these decorative little things that I don't know if they had little jars of things for them. Maybe I can research, see if I can remember what those were. I don't know what they were called. It was some foreign word. But obviously, this is really old. It's non-ferrous, and it was super decorative and shiny in its day. So that's really cool. History in the hand. That's why we do this. Yeah, good boy, Mackie. Mac has eaten about 5 apples off that tree right there. All right, we have another high tone. Looks like more parts of a harmonica. Yep, I think that is the very end of a reed plate. Yep. So, lots of harmonica playing going on at this house. Ooh, look how close together the reeds were on this one. There were a lot of notes in that harmonica. Wow. That's interesting. Very close together. So sometimes on these ones that have reeds very close together, it seems like one note could be for blowing through and one could be drawing back in. They seem to be like those two are together, then there's a wider space. These two are together, these two are together, those two, those two, those two. So I wonder if that was just a different style of harmonica. One thing that I absolutely love about this property is that the soil is very deep and there aren't as many rocks as usual. Did you find an apple, Mac? Yes, he did. He's a very fruitarian dog. Hello, hello. Oh, not a coin, but a very old item. This is a dress hem weight. It's made of lead and it has a number 4. I've never seen one with a number before. But these were sewn into the bottom of dress hems so that they wouldn't fly up. This had to do with, well, the function of the dress, but also issues of modesty. So that's pretty interesting. Back in the day, not exactly acceptable to wear a bikini back then. On to the next. Buried down with a bunch of iron, I see already what was giving us the high tone. That right there is this is a piece of the clock plate that we found earlier. This would be one of the gears of the clock. So we are indeed holding a piece out of time. Get it? A piece out of time. Out of a timepiece. That's cool. And these things throw off a phenomenal signal. Always great. I mean, you can really hear them. Now, there's a ton of iron in there too. There's nails. There's so many nails scattered around here. I couldn't really even find a place to ground balance my detector. So, on to the next. What do you say, Mackie? Well, I don't have to guess what this is. This is clearly a knife. A knife that was dropped while open. Because there is the blade, and by the looks of it, I can tell that had been sharpened so many times. Normally there would have been a lot more material on the sharp edge, but it had been sharpened down so much. It's possible that this was broken off, and when they broke that part off, they just chucked it. So I can't really tell whether it was lost or whether it was dropped. It would have turned back in here. And it's possible that there was a ring on this side. There would have been wood. There's a little bit of the wood right there from the wooden handle that was here. Again, history in the hand. I love it. It's down there. What in the world have we got? Well, I would like to say that I know exactly what this is, but I don't. Do you? Check it out on our magnet. Non-ferrous. So there's no iron in it. There appears to be no writing, no design. No idea. Perhaps it's for locating German submarines. But probably not. But these are what I would say, I mean, we're finding relic-y kind of things. Mac, show me, where do you swim? Where do you swim? I heard Mac down here in water, and I wonder if he hasn't found the original well. Where's the water? Where's the water? Looks like just a big old cistern there where water comes up. So it does look like water came up here. I don't know if they had a dug well here originally. I'm not sure. But in the spring when these weeds are down, might be interesting to search around here if they came from the house down here to get water. Note to self. All right, let's spend a little bit. We'll spend just a few more minutes here, and then I need to head down, get this boy some food. Are you hungry? You want to eat? Yes, he does. Of course, he's had 13 apples. Yeah, good boy, Mac. Oh boy, you got a burdock, buddy. Here, let me get that off of there. All right. He does not need that. I'm locating metal. He's locating seeds for dispersal. Okay, I got a great high tone right here, and when I dug down, I came to a rock right down there. So hopefully whatever it is on top of the rock. Ooh. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I have not found many coins here. I did find a 2-cent piece. But what have we here? I think I see an N, as in a wheat 1 cent. Yep. That is a wheatie. The only 2 other coins I've found on this property that weren't right on the surface were from the 1800s. So, I mean, this property is ripe. This was here in the seeded Liberty days. So, yeah, we're not getting a date off of this. I don't believe. I could make one up. Oh, there it is. 1910 or 1912. 1910 is 1 year after they started making wheat pennies. So that's great. Cool find. All right, well, it's time to call it a day, but let's take a look at what we found in just a very short time, maybe an hour and a half, not even. We started, we found shards and shards and shards of harmonica reed plates. We found a lady's hem weight. We found a round Codal Bell and a Conestoga bell. We found a brass buckle. We found a clock plate and one of the gears from the clock. And we found this very interesting piece. I'm still not exactly sure what it was, but I'm going to look that up. A 1910 Wheatie, an old pocket knife, mystery item, and a bit of the harmonica. So what an amazing afternoon. I mean, these are kind of, I'm going to call these relic type things. Yeah, I found a lot of crushed aluminum cans and stuff like that. But you'll have that in a place that's been used right up until the present. So thanks for coming along today. Before we go, I just want to remind you that if you're not looking for it, you are not going to find it. And I want to invite you to join me right here next time on History in the Hand.